Hey everybody, wanted to show an update on Akira Pinball. I've been making a lot of changes and improvements since Expo, and wanted to record a new video now that I've got everything back in the cabinet again. Things are working, and the layout is mostly there. There's a lot of tweaks still left to do, but I think the broad strokes are all in place. I also got a new marquee made up with, can't really tell in the video, but it's like mirrored outline on the letters and they're backlit, which is pretty cool. Finally put a bezel around there, clean it up and kind of isolate the video, which I think looks great. I added a new pop bumper, and I had a lot of problems fitting that underneath the playfield due to the box. The lower playfield takes up so much space that there's not a ton of room around it. So in order to fit the pop, I had to make it electronically activated instead of mechanically. So I had to get rid of the skirt and the spoon switch underneath. And in order to do that, I took an old Bally Williams pop and did some modifications. So now the ball comes in and makes contact with this ring, completes the circuit with the upper ring, and triggers the pop. The other big change I made was I added this upper playfield. This is probably what took the vast majority of the time. I've been working on this since I last showed it off. This is meant to represent the baby room from the story where Tetsuo does like psychic battle against 3 different characters, and they're represented by these targets here. There's a magnet here that pulses every time you hit one of those targets, so it makes the ball go crazy every time it hits. You access the upper playfield via this lower ramp here, and it flips onto this flipper, and you try to make your attempt at battling the 3 characters there. You can hit the spinner up here, and it'll loop around and return to your flipper if you're fast enough to catch it. Once you do hit them all, it'll open this controlled gate that allows you to do like a tip of the flipper shot in here, which will land the ball in this new mechanism. If you've seen the movie, you probably remember that crazy elevator lift thing that they use a lot. It's been featured a lot outside of the movie, and I wanted to make it into a mech. This will transport the ball down to here and drop it off in this holding area, which is a mechanical ball lock. It'll hold 3 balls and stage them up until you get all 3. Then this diverter will open up and drop them into this side-facing scoop. The scoop will blast them all out shotgun style to start multi-ball right into the pop bumper, so it gives a lot of kind of unpredictability to the gameplay there. Outside of dropping balls in here, you can hit the side scoop here as a normal shot during the game. I still have the lower playfield that has that cryo loop where you have a captive ball that you need to use the coil in there to get as many loops as you can. I've still got this kind of Skylab style Newton ball thing. I've got an outer loop, an inner loop, the 3 ramps, a subway. This ramp takes you back under the playfield and then out this scoop here. And then finally, we've got this guy still, which is my cryo tube. This is like the main kind of central ball lock neck, and you hit a very narrow shot here to hit up a ramp, grab a chain of 3 balls by a magnet, and then drop them for multi-ball. And then that'll drop flush with the playfield. So yeah, this is in a tracked mode, just showing off all my new lights and stuff. I am missing inserts, switches, and probably a whole lot of other tweaks to make the game a little bit smoother as you play, but it's very playable now. So this is where I'm at.